Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast for something we haven't been able to do for over a month now. We are back with the WSL. The Arsenal women are back, and it is a big game as well. Not just any game back, welcome back after the winter break. It is a London derby live from the Emirates. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Emma Hayes versus the club that made her pretty much in her management career. It's do or die. Arsenal have to basically have to win this game to keep the pressure on Chelsea. If Chelsea win, they will be 6 points clear of Arsenal, who will be second still. And even though we're still in January with the WSL, if you get that sort of a lead in the WSL, it's very hard to then be caught up on, really, even at this early stage of the season as it is. And the momentum and everything else. I'm just going to get the teams up as well, so do bear with me. Starting with the home team. Obviously, we know Jordan Nobbs. She's left since the winter breaks have come along. She's now left and gone to Aston Villa. We brought three new players in: one goalkeeper, two outfield players, midfielders. One of them, then the new goalkeeper, she's on the bench. D'Angelo, she's on the bench. Pavlova, she's on the bench. Cole is on the bench. Iwabuchi, along with Kate McCabe. I'm just going to, as we say, share the screen with you guys and show you. 1 second. Just bear with me. Whilst we're waiting, we are moments away from kickoff, by the way. So do get your score predictions in as well. Arsenal, Chelsea, even if you're neutral, get your score predictions in. And also take part in the poll in the chat, live chat, right here on YouTube. Basically, simple question: who do you think is going to win today's London derby clash? Arsenal, Chelsea. Simple as. I ain't put no draws, this much and maybes. It's one of the two. But here you go. Here's the team for the Arsenal. Zinsberger in goal. Vingvaya at right back. Williamson, Raffaelli as a centre back partnership. Steph Catley at left back. Leah Warty and Kim Little was our midfield pivot, with Manham just in front of them, playing with Viv would play. But Vivian's out in for the rest of the season with her ACL. And then our front three of Leah Herring, Caitlin Ford, and Stina Blackstenius down in the middle. I really want Blackstenius to turn up. Anyone's a regular this channel, everyone knows regular wise my thoughts on Blackstenius and the fact that it hurts my head how she's guaranteed, no matter what, form wise, she is guaranteed a starting spot in the 11. No matter how poor she is in her form, she's always guaranteed, even though there's better players in our squad that can play. To the point now, there's a rumour going about that one of the players on our bench, Iwabuchi, who I've been praising for the last year and a half, and venting my frustration that she isn't, my own frustration as a fan that she's not playing. She's one of our most gifted players that we've got. We broke the bank to get her in just a year and a half ago now. And since she's come back from the Women's Asia Cup last year, Jonas has isolated her completely from the team. She barely gets any minutes now. Yeah, and she was one of our best players up to that point. Arguably one of the best, arguably the best player in the squad at the time, aside from Beth, obviously. And no, he's just completely he's freezing her out, and to the point where she's been linked now. She's been heavily linked with moves away from Arsenal to the main Manchester United being one of them. Aston Villa, the club we bought her from, want her back. Just to name a couple there. There's others as well that are looking at her, and I'm going to be so frustrated if you let her go, because she's a fantastic player. And as I say, she was Beth me aside up to the point when she came back from the Asia Cup. She was basically arguably our best player aside from Beth, form wise, and he just completely drops. Brings Blackstenius in, and he did ease her in. He started on the bench, and once he was a starter, that was it. And this season especially, she's not exactly been, for me, putting up trees. Blackstenius, one good game, and that was literally the last game we had before they went to break against Villa, where you could say, no, she put a shift in. She was spot on, no flaws whatsoever. Couldn't complain whatsoever. One game. All the other games she's been absolutely appalling in. But she's constantly starting. That does do my head in a lot. Oh, dear. Girls are in the tunnel, by the way, at the Emirates, ready to come out. We're freezing there. Oh dear. Chelsea, let the Chelsea team bear with me. We know that we pretty much know the Chelsea team, but you may as well have a look anyway. A second. This the team. Let's have a look. Yes, this is the team. Ooh. And as the players come out, here's the away team's lineup. Berger's on the bench. Maybe she's had a setback in her health. Maybe that's why she's on the bench. Maybe got Mudryk in goal, Mudryk, Ingle, James, Vighton, Ericsson, Fleming, Sam Kerr, Charles, Cuthbert, and Batchen. With Berger, Carter, Stickfer, Kirby, Perisic, Majees, Kayed, and a couple of other players I can't pronounce actually. I'm not going to try and offend any of them on the bench. I think, honestly, Chelsea will be the favourite, even though Arsenal at home, we did beat them this time, not this time last year, but last season in the corresponding fixture at the start of last season, we did win 3-2. We did have Beth Mead, who just about hit the form of her life. We did have Vivian Miedemar, who's now also out as well, injured. So there's a few tweaks to the squad compared to them, but we're at home. We have to win. Will we? Oh, Gio's on the bench as well. So he's come back from Everton. So he's on the bench as well for Arsenal. Will we? Though? I hope so. I honestly hope we do, because if we don't, as I say, if Chelsea win the WSL title race, you may as well just give it to them now, basically, because when you get a 6-point gap at this point of the season, even though it's January, it's so hard to catch you back up, basically. You know, the one gripe I've got though, not about the actual what's happening now, is we have got the men's North London derby. We will be covering it here on the channel. I've got myself, Liam, Colin, and Gary joining me for that one, and North London derby later. But that's my point. There's a men's North London derby, the biggest North London derby away wise, from our point of view, away North London derby in years, bigger than last season one. And the powers that be at the Sky and all that, and the broadcasters in general, decided, I know, let's put both Arsenal London derbies, the men's and the women's, on the same day within a couple of hours of each other. It's ridiculous. If it was me, I would have had arguably more likely this game on yesterday evening or whenever, and then the North London derbies are both fans. So both fans aren't having to choose between, well, we can go to the game, but we have to go X, Y, and Z because of travelling distance and the strikes and this, that, and the other. Maybe they'd have to have that choice of, well, where do we go? What do we do? What game do we pick? Especially if you're a fan that follows both sides. Russ is in the chat. Big up, Russ. Good evening, everyone. Evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Even though it's afternoon. Let's get the ball rolling with a win, please. Exactly, yeah. If we can get double derby wins on the same day, fantastic. Russ, if you're about late, let me know, because I keep forgetting to ask you beforehand, by the way. But if you are around later at any point during the North London derby, let me know, and you'll be able to join myself, Liam, Colin, and Gary. Beat them battling numbers, but we are underway. Just getting the scoreboard ready. Arsenal on the ball. Go on, Manham. Well, go on. Well done, Manham. Oh, referee gives a throw in, even though the ball's in play. And there's the scoreboard. There we go. We're off and running. You know, mate, my wife is suddenly interested in Arsenal now. We are top. I can't think what, I should say, I can't think why. Stating the obvious. Arsenal doing well. Let's watch Arsenal together. I've no interest in football beforehand. Oh, you're going to get that. Oh, dear. Oh, you're going to get that, aren't you? It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I'm going to put the volume up a bit because I want to get talking about Sky. Also, again, Arsenal hosting this is the third league game, women's league game we're hosting in the Emirates this season. First one broke the WSL record. Not just in tickets sold, but attendance as well. Hasn't been broken. Hasn't been come near as broken since, thankfully. Unlucky. Come on, girls. Come on. Good start so far. I'll give you my thoughts on Mudryk in a second, my friend. This is, and obviously the Man United game at the Emirates, the WSL was the second one. Not the same level of attendance. There's still fans trying to get in. Bloody hell! There's literally they're zooming out of the Emirates now as you speak on Sky, and there's a congregation of a big bulk of fans waiting, trying to get in. I think that's a cock up from Arsenal, especially if it's Arsenal fans. And this is obviously so second game against Man United, big game, but not a massive attendance. I think the upper tier was closed off still. You had club level and lower tier, parts of the lower tier anyway, that have been opened up. Not in the entirety of the lower tier was sold out basically. But this game, 45,000 tickets sold, and we're going to find out how many get in actually, because as I say, there's still thousands of fans trying to get in. That's saying, come on, 31 of you watch and smash them like, yeah, absolutely obliterate the likes. The more of you guys hit the like button and share the content around on your respective social medias, the more it helps the platform, where the community would grow as well. More odds then come in, YouTube see it, they recommend it, and it helps grow the channel a bit quicker. Now, my thoughts on Mudryk. Chelsea attack. Bear with me one sec. Chelsea in attack here. Oh dear, my thoughts on Mudryk. Oh dear. How long have we got, Russ? Oh, I took an L. I've taken an L last minute because Chelsea want to fuck off. I've had to take the L because obviously I was saying it was basically it was pretty much done. It was going to be done at the latest Monday, and Chelsea just, like I say, as we saw yesterday, last minute, flew over. No, didn't even negotiate, just flew over. Went, what do you want? Okay, cool, boom. We've spent the last 14 days negotiating with the bastards. 3 fucking bids. We put the third fucking bid in. We've been speaking to them. We clearly agreed to fee, like the lump sum. We put the bid in, and then they dwelled on it. The fuckers dwelled on it for 48 hours. Chelsea come along. Yeah, no problem. La 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 la. It takes the piss. It genuinely takes the piss. But what's more aggravating aside from that is that Mudryk straight away flies over to London to talk terms and have his medical today. For someone, and again, he's a kid and all that, as they say. He's still a young lad. For someone that was twerking, who had an interview, he sat down with Zinchenko's wife in a Ukrainian interview, and that's where it all started. He started twerking his arse off for Arsenal. Hopefully, we're having another interview where we're playing for Arsenal. It's signed. The deal gets done. I'll be disappointed if it doesn't get done. We've shown our side and shown our hand in this situation. Go on, Plaxinius. Come on. Go on, Marlon. Go on. Got the ball still. Good start from the girl so far. 5 minutes in. I say that. We'll give it a straight pass back to him. Oh, Raphael, wake up. Oh my God, Leah's on her own. Help her. Fucking tackle someone. Jesus, that. I know it's at the Emirates, but she ain't wearing an Arsenal shirt, so why are you going to do fucking the Henry-esque or getting the ball from deep in our half and running all throughout our team? Right. As I was saying, the guy literally used an interview, sat down in an interview with Zinchenko's wife and used that interview to twerk for Arsenal. We showed our hand ever since then and gone, yeah, you know what? We've looked into it. We want you. One bid, test the waters. Second bid, after talking to him, no, still not good enough. We've then literally spent 3 to 4 days talking to him behind the scenes. Somehow it gets out pub. I want to know who's leaking our information out, by the way. All this information that's leaked out, I'd love to know who leaks it out. Because every twist and turn and half side of things is leaked out. Boom, boom, boom. And then Chelsea get involved. They as I say, they delayed it. Had their little sit down, this, that, and the other last week. And then until yesterday, Schuster had nothing from Chelsea. Had heard not a dicky bird. And as soon as 48 hours, it literally comes 48 hours after we put our third bid in of overall what would have been 95 million pounds, whatever it is. I think 95 million euro, 85 million altogether. I mean, up front they would have been getting 70. Up front you're getting 70. They were getting 70 mil, still a bit more than what the Chelsea have fucking given them in the end, basically. Terms had already been agreed months ago. The player. And it's just like Chelsea come along, see what we're doing, and go, fuck it, we're going to outdo you. We're going to give Schuster what they want. They don't even negotiate. There's just any other club, even under fucking Abramovich, with all the money he had, even in the early days, yeah, he spent a lot of money. Let's not that twisted. But he'd always negotiate for the best fucking. He had the best team to negotiate for the best price. But their negotiations are kept quiet. Our negotiations gets leaked out left, right, and centre, all the way to the bitter end. And that's what pisses me off. That all our stuff gets leaked. So someone in our club is leaking this information out. Too much of it, and everyone's seeing it. And then we're getting Chelsea. If it had been kept quiet under the radar, Chelsea may not have done what they've done. We will never know now. But the guy twerked his ass off in an interview using Zinchenko's wife to orchestrate everything going basically, to the point where Zinchenko yesterday, after it's all come out, from what I'm being told, what I'm seeing online, Zinchenko's unfollowed and blocked Mudryk from his social media. Like completely, like no, want nothing to do with it. I can't blame him because you've used his wife. You've started all this. You've got a move to Chelsea, using not just a club that Zinchenko. Oh, one sec, go on. Oh, poor shot from the Erling. Fuck's sake. But he's orchestrated a move using not just his wife in an interview in Ukraine, or whether it was a Ukrainian TV interview, but probably filmed in Poland or something like that. Either way, he's used that interview with his wife and used the club that Zinchenko as an affiliation to, not just because he plays for him, but as a fan, a football fan. He supports Arsenal. We've seen the interviews now, even before he signed for City. The club he supports was Arsenal, growing up and all that. So you've used two of his loves, his personal love in his wife, and the club he loves, to orchestrate a move to Chelsea. Because all this, because everyone's going, oh, he doesn't have a choice. The player has a choice, and yes, Schuster have only accepted one bid. I've only accepted at this moment in time Chelsea's offer because Chelsea obviously willing to go. There you go. And we're actually saying no. He's 19, 20 years old. He's barely played any games. £100 million ain't worth it. Where Jack Grealish, at least Jack Grealish has played for 3-4 years, had a 3-4 year career under his belt, which sort of put into hence why the £100 million was put into the old contract. Oh, unlucky Caitlin. Doing well so far, the girls. Going back to the game here, 11 minutes in, we've had a few shots at goal now. We're getting through their defence, not easily, but still, it looks good so far. Looks good. I will say we are sort of pushing too far forward and let ourselves look weak at the back sometimes, but we'll deal with it hopefully as the game goes on. But yeah, he had an option. He could have gone yesterday and gone, no. You know where I want to go. I've made it perfectly clear in the last month alone. He's made it perfectly clear where he wants to go, where his affiliation is. Oh, Lee wants to come on. Okay, no, I'll send you a link in a second to get this out of the way. He could have gone because, as I say, the last month alone, not just this cog was put aside for the last 6 months. He's made it perfectly clear where he wants to go. Starting from that interview, the last month alone, watching Boxing Day, watching Arsenal v West Ham, New Year's Eve, Arsenal versus Brighton, posting on New Year's Eve as well, a post of Arteta and the Brighton manager going two top bosses and things, and literally like twerking away, even to the point where literally within minutes of us, once that, go on, again on target, but still, come on, other side of the goalkeeper, common sense, girls. But yeah, what was it on? Yeah, most recently, when within minutes of us knowing the third bid had gone in, we made Arsenal put that third bid in. Within minutes, he's on his social media, the praying emoji, and that spoke literally because of timing. That spoke volumes. He was fucking twerking even most recently to come for us to get the deal done from Shakhtar's point of view. But Shakhtar literally, they had the bid from Thursday or whenever it was. They had the third bid. All we have to do was, as I say, the add-ons, how and what figures in terms of realistic add-ons they wanted to put in the contract, in the deal, sorry. And but Chelsea come along, 100 mil, okay, no problem. We won't negotiate the add-ons. We'll take the money. Like, fuck off. And you got people. And what makes it worse is you've got idiots out there going, Eddie out. Eddie can't do his job. I'm sorry, what? So all the players, and again, there's someone that has put a tweet and said, look at the players we missed out on under Eddie and Arteta, and look at the backup players we went for: Odegaard, Jesus, Zinchenko. For example, use them for examples. If anything, just in 3 players I mentioned alone, you could argue they've worked out better for us than what the first choice fee would have been. So I'm going to send a link now. I've got that in my system. And let Liam come in and get his points across and get himself psyched up to the North London derby and hopefully help me get through this game as well. Good start. I say it has been a good start, even though I've been voicing off for the last 10 minutes or so on the Mudryk side of things because it was asked by us. Been a good start from the girls so far, apart from one opportunity with Lauren James has run through the entire defence. There we go, and send. Yep, done. All right, Liam, it is now sent over to my friend. Versus his point of view on this. For me, it's a case of what's the point of negotiating anymore, that these clubs are wising up to the money of the Premier League sides. We negotiate for weeks, then Chelsea comes along and a deal done in hours. I think more so, with Shakhtar's from Shakhtar's point of view, because obviously with what's happening in Ukraine anyway, they had to let go of all when it all kicked off last year with the invasion from Russia, they had to let go of all their foreign players straight away, and they lost loads of money on that. So they're trying to recoup their money via a kid, basically. There he is. And
hello, mate.
How you doing?
Yeah, not bad, mate.
Bobby as well.
Yeah, he's a very unwell boy today.
Oh, they've all got it, have you? Everyone's got it.
Sarah's in a really bad way.
I hope it's better soon, obviously.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Bobby, prepare yourself for later. That's all I'm saying.
He'll get his Arsenal gear on him soon, mate. He'll get his Arsenal gear on him soon.
Arsenal, the North London derby is more important than transfers. Exactly. That's my main point. Because I'm in one of these group chats on Twitter, and they're just going meltdown. I was like, there's a big game tomorrow. After what happened yesterday in Man City, it's a huge game today, even huger than what it was beforehand. And everyone's having a meltdown over this kid, this 19-year-old kid. I mean, would you pay £100 million for a 19-year-old? Even though we wanted him, would you pay £100 million?
Let's get it straight first. Let's get it straight first here, right? Chelsea are absolute bane of a club.
Yeah.
Right. And this is the whole reason why I hate them more than I hate any other club doing Tottenham.
Yeah.
Because this is what they do, mate. And I don't think it matters whether we put the bid in the first week or the third week. I think Shakhtar and Chelsea had something going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, clearly. Could it be done so like that? Boom, yeah.
And I put something else out there. It's quite coincidental. Mr. David Ornstein, who I think is a prat anyway.
Yeah, quite
right. Comes out of all this shit while he's sitting in Stamford Bridge at the time about Arsenal going for Felix and Mudryk.
Yeah.
It was like he was goading. And it just makes me think, that he was sitting in Stamford Bridge at Chelsea at the time. He revealed all this stuff. And I don't trust him or Romano. I think they're massively they're a big problem to us at the moment. They're a massive big problem to us. And it doesn't matter how much money you put on a player. If Chelsea are going to blow out the wall, they're going to blow out the wall. If Chelsea are going to offer a geezer 200k a week and you're going to offer him 50, which probably what he deserves at that age.
Yeah, he's 19 years old trying it now.
What can you do about it? What can they do about it?
Yeah.
I don't get where this Eddie hates come from in terms of, okay, he hasn't got things right in the past. There are some aspects where he could have done better. But I don't know what else he does in this situation.
No, exactly. I said that in the group on the Twitter group chat as well. Like, what for the ones that sort of slagging their do off? I'm like, what's he meant to do? There's one guy that's got a channel. He follows Ligana like he's like Ligana says we're muddied and this and the other, so it must be true. And then he does each thing on each. And I'm like, I've literally on his Instagram like voice notes. Take a breather. We're 14 days into the window. Relax. Wait till deadline day. If deadline day comes and goes, and we ain't signed no one, or when that's going to improve us, knock yourself out. Just channel, do what you want to do. But if you go on the attack now and every time you don't get your way, edu out, you're going to look like a right mug and come the end of it. Oh, but he's clearly not doing his job. What do you? His job is what he's been doing to negotiate. Like you say? What is he to do? When he's doing his job, he's been told by his employers, which are the Conkeys and Vinay and all that. These are the players we're interested in. This is the valuation they've set us at. See if you can negotiate it down to a more reasonable price. In terms of Mudryk, for example, here. Because £100 million for a 19-year-old who's played not even a full season of football is ridiculous. Let's see if you can. And he was doing it. He was doing his job. He was negotiating with Shakhtar to probably put our third bid in. And they'd accepted defeat in the sense of what they're going to get up front. It was just the bits and pieces afterwards, at the add-ons or whatever. But what's he to do when he flew out? The fact he's flown out to where the club's based in Poland at the moment because of what's going on in Ukraine, where the directors and all that are based at the moment. He's flown out the day before on Friday to push it forward to get it over the line. What else do you want him to do? He is doing his job. People need to relax. We're not even before under David Dean. There'll be players we were linked with we wouldn't get. God forbid if social media was about when David Dean and Wenger were about then. Because
we're lucky we weren't when the Ashley Cole deal happened, weren't it? Really?
Exactly. But my point is, it's like even under in what was and that partnership of what that was fantastic. We didn't always get the players we wanted, but we'd have a backup. I have no qualms that Edu and Arteta and the club have backups. History under Edu and Arteta and the kind of ownership proves it. Look, we got Odegaard. We was after someone else, didn't work out, got Odegaard. Since back in the summer, this time last year, Velanovic went to Juventus. 6 months later, we got Jesus. Back in the Martinez, is playing at United now. 4 days. Within 4 days of him signing for Man United, we're going to get Zinchenko. And you could argue all 3 players I've mentioned are actually a better fit to what we're doing at the club at the moment.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, I know. I totally agree, right? And there's the aspect as well with Mudryk here, right? Yeah, don't get me wrong. We all wanted him because what we've been told, what we was made to believe. This is the problem, mate, with transfer nowadays. This is my issue with people like Romano, people like Ornstein. Yeah, right? I don't trust them. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them in. And I do believe they've had a massive influence here, yeah, right, on this deal. I honestly believe they've had a massive influence and they're not to be trusted whatsoever. And where we could usually keep deals quiet and keep deals under the hush, clubs have got switched on, ain't they? They're going to people like them to push the price up, and it seems like this is now what we're experiencing with Chelsea. And Chelsea are just a weird club, mate. They've had this strange obsession with us, right? Where every single player we go for, they have to go for as well. They tried to hijack the Jesus deal. They tried to hijack the Tottenham's deal with Richarlison. Do you know what I mean? Like they've done the same with Felix. They've done the same with Mudryk. Like, they're a club that's got no direction at the moment. The owner's a joke. He's an absolute joke. Most of the Chelsea fans know he's an absolute joke. Graham Potter. Graham Potter is probably not going to last another couple of weeks. And it was all right that he rung Mudryk, but I'm sure Thomas Tuchel rung Aubameyang as well. That didn't save him his job, did it? Where did that get him? Already, Sterling and Aubameyang are surplus to requirements, apparently. What a joke of a club. They brought these geezers in the summer and they're surplus to requirements. We could have told you at the time that the business was shit. It was absolute shit. And Mudryk, for himself, he's just a shit stain as well, to be fair to you. Like, how embarrassing that you literally flirt with a club, right? You're the one who's going out there, like, literally tagging yourself to Arsenal Football Club to then agree a deal with Chelsea Football Club. You're a joke, mate. You're going to get it big time. You're going to get it absolute big time, and you deserve it now. And you probably sold your career down. He sold his career down now, mate, because at the moment, he could have joined a team that were top of the Premier League, that he had a massive chance of winning the Premier League. He could have settled into an established team, but what's he done? He's got into a team that's an absolute crisis. Absolute crisis. And he's 19, 20. He hasn't played no Premier League football. He ain't worth 100 million. He ain't worth 100 million. Do you know what, right? I'd rather go out, right, and get someone like Rafinha or Will Saha who actually know the Premier League, who are actually going to make an impact in the next 6 months. Chuck Trossard on that list. At least we knew if we would have got one of them 3 players that they played in the Premier League, that they know what's expected each week. They know what's expected to go up north. They know what's expected to go and play a London derby or a derby of some sort. This geezer doesn't. This geezer doesn't know nothing. It's a joke, mate, that we're like, people are losing their shit because Chelsea have hijacked the deal and paying ridiculous money for a kid that's unproven. Don't get it, mate. Don't get it.
That's what I was saying before you came in, obviously, about that, because obviously Shakhtar's thing of we want what Man City, Villa got for Jack. But Jack had 4 or 5 years behind him as a career. Jack Grealish had established himself as a professional footballer by that point. Hence why the £100 million buyout clause was put into his contract. Mudryk's 19 years old. He's barely got a season under his belt. And they're like, we want what they've got. It all stems down to obviously what's gone off in Ukraine with the invasion and all that. They had to, all their foreign players they had to let go for safety reasons, and they're trying to recoup their money via a kid. But it's ridiculous.
Who do you want to be managed by at the moment? Harry Potter or Mikel Arteta? Let's be frankly honest, mate. Who do you want to be managed by at the moment? the kid is probably his agents, if we're being totally honest. But at the end of the day, he's going to regret it. I really believe that he's going to regret this, and I believe that at least Chelsea under Roman. I know that we hated it anyway because we know what they were like, but at least they had direction. At least there was a plan there. I don't see with this Bowley guy what there is apart from just going out there and throwing money at any player that becomes available. Yeah, it's a joke.
No. You're gonna get in trouble now for talking.
No. I'm away. It's you cold. But yeah, I'll put it up. No, I'll do it. I'll switch on upstairs and I'll put it up round here. All right. But yeah, mate. I'm just baffled. I'm not even baffled by it all, mate. And I really believe we can go out there and still get someone who'll probably be better established to what we want to get in terms of the next 6 months.
Well, like you mentioned, Trossard. You know what? Yeah, there's a clear attitude situation. I think Arteta would work on that. You know what? If he brought Trossard in, for example, Arteta would work on the attitude side of things. Send him, right? You're here now. Bigger club. We how we behave on and off the pitch is what there's a level. And if you cross that line, you get one chance. Cross the line after that, you're at the door. Look what I've done since I've walked through the door. But I think Andrew said in one of the group chats on WhatsApp, Trossard could be our Diogo Jota for Liverpool. Doesn't need time to settle in, hit the ground running. But
mate, also, Rafinha,
right? Rafinha as well. These surplus will come 6 months into Barcelona because they're still financially screwing themselves.
I don't like Russ has said. Is Trossard the right age profile? I don't understand his right age profile personally.
Because I think everyone goes off what we
every single signing can't be, mate, a youngster. Do you know what I mean? Every single signing cannot be a youngster. There's got to be some kind of balance in it all. Do you know what I mean?
Some experience along the way, yeah.
Yeah, there has to be, mate. And if I'm being totally honest with you, Russ, right this moment of time, right, we're in a title race, mate. We've got a great opportunity, probably the biggest opportunity we've had since. Probably I wouldn't even say the Leicester season. Do you know what I mean? This is probably as big a chance we've had since 2008.
Yeah, 2008 season.
Yeah, the 08 season, right? And if we're going to get a player in right now, right, I believe we should get a player who's going to hit the ground running, who's going to have a massive impact on us in terms of games, can come on and do something, who knows the Premier League, but also is going to make an impact in the UEFA Cup as well, because they're likely to play a lot of UEFA Cup games. So I don't like if we buy one player that's 27, 28, I'm all for it, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because if it means we win a Premier League or a title or something in the season, it's good business at the end of the day. It's good business. The other thing I look at, in the summer, Mudryk was 20 million. Brentford were going in for him. He wasn't our number one target. Rafinha was. Rafinha was our number one target. So if we go and get Rafinha now, for example, right?
For a cut down price as well, by the way.
For a cut down price, does that mean then, does that mean that we've actually succeeded in terms of going back and getting what we actually really wanted from the get-go?
Yeah, that's spot on, actually. You know what, you're spot on there. There's no if, buts, or maybe on that. One sec. Go on, Stina, go on. Go on. Oh, for God's sake.
I think I might be ahead of you, mate.
Oh,
what minute are you on?
I'm on Sky Go at the moment watching this game. I'm watching that Northland Derby on Sky downstairs. So
okay, yeah, cool.
I'm not messing about that one. I want to be in sync for that. But 29-22, my time.
Like, I honestly don't think, right? I honestly don't think that a young player is naturally going to give us the push that we need. I actually think if we go and get someone established, that's going to give us the push for the moment.
No, exactly. 100%. And it says a lot about a player as well. That he's winning. He's going to a club that's not guaranteed European football. They're 10th in the league. If they lose today, they're in the bottom half of the league after they lose today under Palace, which is a possibility. Let's be honest. Palace could go to the bridge, Rochester playing, and beat Chelsea. And then Chelsea in the bottom half of the league. He's joined a team that's in the bottom half of the league. Won't be guaranteed European football full stop, let alone Conference League football. As it stands, obviously at the league table, Fulham are in the Europa League spot. Fulham are closer to Champions League spots than Chelsea. Brentford are. What's going on?
Yeah, just get again. Russ, take Saha all day long for 18 months, mate. Absolutely all day long. I take him for 18 months. all day long, mate. Like 6 months left on his contract. I'm in a bit of a debate whether Palace would rather get rid of him at the end of the season just because of the case. They're not totally safe themselves, and losing someone like Zaha would be quite detrimental to them. But if there was a deal to be made, and they would take 10 to 15 million pounds all day long, mate, I'd take him because he knows the Premier League. He would prefer in this team, whether he started right, left, wherever you put him. But he'd also, he's an Arsenal fan, so he'd play for the club. He would 100% play for the club, and it's his last big move. It'd be the big move that he's craving for. 100%, I'd take him all day long if the opportunity arose.
Oh, exactly. And I mean, what I was saying before as well, before you came along, apparently the rumours are that Zinchenko, amongst all this yesterday, is completely unfollowed and blocked Mudryk from his social medias. I can't blame him. I was saying,
Well, you can't blame him, can you?
Because you've used not only the club that he's, obviously, as we now know, the club that he supported has grown up and he's playing for, used his club, but he also used his wife in an interview to twerk for Arsenal to instigate all this.
Also, that deal for Bowley to take over, there was loads of clauses from a Russian-based owner on the expectations of what he needed to adhere to. And for me, it's a scumbag move, and I think it's bad from Shakhtar as well that they've gone down this road, especially with everything going on in the world at the moment between Russia and Ukraine. I find the whole thing shocking, to be fair.
Again, while there was sensible gooners out there tweeting out last night, and quite a few of them mentioned FFP because since Todd Bowley's come in, assuming this deal goes through now, they would have spent close to nearly £500 million in 7 to 8 months. Where's the money coming from? UEFA are waiting in the wings apparently to see if this goes through. If this goes through, they're going to launch an investigation at Chelsea, and considering Chelsea have a suspended 1 year transfer ban hanging over their head anyway, for recently breaking FFP rules under Roman. I think if this goes through, UEFA get involved, it could get messy for Chelsea long term.
Yeah, it will get totally messy for Chelsea, mate. Honestly, like the ramifications from it.
But let's say Chelsea aren't guaranteed European football. As it stands, there's no guarantee they're going to be in Europe next season at all. We are on an upward trajectory in terms of we're going for a title. We're competing for a title a year in advance of what we should have been, really. But we're going in the right direction. We're pushing ourselves to be back in the top table of Europe and compete for the big trophies in England and in Europe along the way. Chelsea, there's no direction. There's no guarantee, even that European football, it's not going to get any better for them.
Like they blatantly, right? Chelsea blatantly had that conversation with Shakhtar, blatantly said to him, "You come to us when Arsenal put their final bid in of what they're going to take, and whatever their final bid in, we'll guarantee we'll smash it."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, so quickly like that, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, from Shakhtar's point of view, they're laughing, aren't they? You probably can't blame them in terms of the money they're getting. Like, they're never going to get this money ever again in their lifetime. It's like absolutely incredible money that they're getting. So from their point of view, they're laughing, and you can't really blame them. But yeah, it's a sore one. But do you know what? I still think that if we can get the right player in January, I think that we could, we just need to push now to the end of the season. For me, that's what it's all about.
And I said, it's like, well, today's 15th, so we're 15 days into the window. Still got just over 2 weeks left of the window. There's plenty of time to get stuff done. They won't just be doing what they did last year. At least the main thing hasn't dragged out the entire window. So we've got more than enough time now to go in and get our plan B.
I reckon they've already gone to people like Rafinha and Zaha's agents. I reckon that they would have obviously already been speaking to them in the background, and now it's about going to the clubs, isn't it? And obviously the news is that we have gone to Barcelona. Whether you believe these journalists or not is another question. But
just until it's more
concrete. It could be. If you can get Rafinha on a loan, which is a massive possibility.
With an obligation of 36 million or whatever it was, yeah. I'll take it all day long.
Do you know what I mean? Getting Rafinha on a loan to the end of the season, and then you still get the opportunity to get that other player in as well.
You know what? Bringing Rafinha in makes more sense because he's a right winger, takes a bit of pressure off Saka. going into the last
Yeah.
lock-in.
Yeah.
He's proven as well. He knows the league inside out, and he'd be surrounded by quality players, so it'd be even better than what he was at Leeds.
I do think we do need another right and left winger. We need that second option, don't we? Like Smith Rowe can play on the left, but
get up.
Smith Rowe's long-term project is not for him to play left wing, is it? Let's be honest.
No, it's more for the older guy role,
So to be fair, if we can get a right and left winger moving forward, that's only going to bode well for us in terms of firstly having the options on the bench, but also being able to kind of rotate Martinelli and Saka in Europe and the Premier League if and when needed.
No, exactly.
But the other one as well, the right back, that looks like that might a lot of talk on that one as well, isn't there, from Falleroyd?
Yeah, I've heard about that since last night, late last night that came out, didn't it? That we're looking into this right back. Doesn't bode well for Tommy Asu then, because obviously Ben White's going to be the first choice by the looks of it. So what? Has Arteta's lost faith in Tommy Asu because of his injuries or something?
He's had a few, isn't he, mate? He's had a few now. That's the one thing I would say. He has had a few, which is a massive concern for us.
And the fact he's playing with injuries now, and you can see he's playing with an injury because of how his performances are now compared to what they used to be.
Like, I know, obviously, if Cedric goes, obviously, like even now, like obviously, if we had an injury at centre back, you'd think Ben White would go back to right back, centre back, wouldn't you? Really?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's thinking a little bit like that. He can't really get a centre back, so well, we'll get another cover at right back for when Cedric goes. Don't know, just in case Ben White gets injured. He can't rely on Tommy Asu.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah. There's also talk about obviously Arteta being a fan of Ferran Torres, who's played for Man City.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, I'll probably rate him. I'll take him all day long.
Again, imagine that, Jesus.
I think he's a bit of a luxury, though, isn't he? I think he's one of them
luxury player.
Yeah, I think he's a bit of a luxury player. Not saying that we couldn't accommodate one, because I think we could right at the moment in terms of got a settled team. But let's be honest, the key one for me is obviously the Partey replacement. But I don't think we're going to see that till the summer. I think we'll just stick with El Nene.
It does seem like it, but we do need to get that sort today, sad, because I don't want to be right in the thick of it. The way things are going as well, with other teams dropping points, aka Man City, I don't want us to run Partey into the ground where he gets an injury. Oh, dear. Talking about Man City, did you watch that game yesterday?
Yeah. I've got to admit, I was wrong. I said in the group chat that after I didn't think there was anything wrong with the goal, but then when I see it back again, it shouldn't have been given, should it?
My thing is, he runs towards the ball. He may not have touched the ball, but he does run towards the ball.
I get that. When you see where the goal is, it's the goalkeeper's direction, because the goalkeeper's coming out thinking he's going to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, superb. As long as we beat Man United next week, then that's a superb result for us.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And whatever happens today, worst case scenario, we're still 5 points clear.
Yeah.
Which takes a bit of pressure off, I think, as well.
Yeah. I think it does.
It definitely takes a bit of pressure off. Even if we've got a point today, like, don't get me wrong, I want to go there and go and smash them in. But even if we got a point there today, 6 points.
That's 6 points. That's huge.
It's huge. We've got Man City at home first. Like I think the only thing that's still in the back of my head, right, is after today, we'll be at least 5 points clear. We still got to go to Newcastle, Man City, and Liverpool. That's still in the back of my head.
Yeah. I think Man City, Newcastle they come near the back end of the season, though. So by then, hopefully, everything will be sort of all but done. Hopefully, touch wood. The way things are going in the league.
Mate, at half time, I'm just going to go and feed him.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, look, Thursday, that's it. Because look, obviously today got the Derby, and then Thursday, big game for us in terms of, even though we're not playing, Man City versus Spurs on Thursday night.
Is it this Thursday? Is it?
I was just checking now. Yeah, Man City v Spurs, and then at the weekend, I'm assuming. We'll have a look.
They got Wolves, don't they?
I assume there'll be Wolves. Yeah,
and then they got Spurs again after that.
Not long afterwards. Yeah, I think the following week. We'll have a look. Well,
the good thing is about Spurs have had a bit of a hoodoo over them, haven't they? So you like to obviously hope as long as we get the win against Spurs, we're actually going to be hoping Spurs kind of get a result against them. You won't see me celebrating goals, by the way, but do you know what I mean? Yeah, it would do us good. Even if Spurs can just take
that's why I got confused. Yeah. So
a point off them. Do you know what I mean?
So Thursday is Man City v Spurs. That's the fixture that was cancelled at the time because of the Queen's death. So that's Thursday. And then on Sunday, the 5th of February, Spurs v Man City. So already that, if long as we do our job, obviously, in between all that in the league.
Do you know what I don't get though, Ryan? Everton playing this week. Why are we not arranging this Everton home game?
They're quick. That's what I'm saying. They were quick enough to organise the Man City one, but not Arsenal versus Everton.
The Arsenal Everton one's just literally lingering in the background, isn't it? And let's talk about Everton. God, they're in a proper bad way, aren't they?
We got them in a few weeks.
We'll just have Pat Frank still in at that point. You know what's going to happen? Whoever comes in is going to be their first game, isn't it?
Going by what they own by what Mudryk, whatever his fucking name is, the ex-Arsenal guy that owns the club. Going by what he said midweek and attacking the fans, I don't think Lampard's going anywhere anytime soon. Because he's basically, did you not see what he said during the week? Basically attacking the fans. Basically, we've listened to you, the fans, before. We've sacked managers on your say so. Basically, it's your fault we're in this position. Basically, you asked for Lampard as well. So,
well, yeah, it is, mate. To be fair, mate, them Everton fans, mate, every single one of them, mate, was licking Frank Lampard's arse at the end of last season when they put together a good 45 minutes against Crystal Palace. That's all they did, mate, was put together a good 45 minutes against Crystal Palace, won the game, showed no decorum, attacked the Palace players, attacked Patrick Vieira. Yeah, right? Yeah. Do you know what? Good. You're getting what you deserve now because you can't treat people like that.
And now the fans are sending death threats to the board members.
Mate,
to the point where
they go down.
To the point where the board have been told, don't come for your own safety, don't come today. And they own the club.
Deserve to go down, mate. Deserve to go down. Frank Lampard was a legend. He got them. Do you remember when he got them? He understood them. Now they want him out.
Yeah, exactly. They're big for him. They sort of... Everton, the owners and all that, the board and all that, but on the version hiring some other guy from Portugal. What was it? Portuguese guy. No, don't know him. Don't want him. We want Fat Frank.
All jokes aside, though, they should go out and get Sean Dyche.
Well, apparently he's at Leicester yesterday.
What?
Sean Dyche was at Leicester City yesterday.
Oh, that's an interesting one. They lost, didn't they?
Yeah,
they're in dire. They're in dire again. We got them coming up soon as well, right?
I think so. I'll have a look in a sec at half time. But Guy's asking what's happening in the game. 43 minutes in 0-0, as you can see on the score on the scoreboard. I'll put it back up.
We played pretty well, to be fair, at the moment.
I'll say we've been a better team slightly. We've had the better chances. The Zinchenko has had pretty much nothing to do so far. Touchwood. That's a good game. Newcastle, Fulham. Come on, Fulham. Come on, Mitrovic. Oh, dear. But I'd say we've been a better team. We had more of the ball. We've created more chances in the box as well. Tested their goalkeeper a few times. Jordan Nobbs is in the stands with Unai. Obviously, as well, the girls are wearing the black armband. So, for anyone that doesn't know, obviously, Beth Mead announced on Friday morning early afternoon that her mum had lost a battle of cancer the last weekend, and basically, the players I wanted to show their respect by wearing the black armbands to the mum, and obviously Jordan yesterday after Villa beat Tottenham had a vest on underneath saying respect to June. So yeah, again, like I said yesterday, but I suppose involved. Thoughts and prayers go out to Beth and the family and all that.
I suppose in a nice way, at least you got to see all her success that she's had in the past 6 months. You know what I mean? So it's obviously awful in it, and full respect goes out to her and her family. But at least you got to see her success in the last 6 months, which was incredible to be fair.
Everything, individually and as a team, all that,
It's got to be awful for Beth Mead as well because she can't even get back into football to kind of get her head off things. I would have thought. It's not ideal for her. She's got an injury as well.
Yeah. But she's got Viv around her as well, though. That same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly.
But
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
The club will be doing everything, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
Someone's getting hungry.
Yeah, if you want to go feed him, you can.
It's just about, mate. It's just about to go. They're just blown up, so I'm going to go and take him and feed him. I'll leave it on, but yeah.
No worries. Oh dear. So yeah, half time 0-0. Really, we should be. If we take our chances, we're a bit more clinical. We should be at least 1 or 2-0 up. But it is what it is. Hopefully, come out and be more clinical in the second half. We will be attacking the end where the Chelsea fans on that quadrant. I'm just seeing the corner now before they blow the whistle. That was poor from Manning, but Sam Kerr just heads it way wide. All right, see how things are doing on the old YouTube side of things. How are we doing over there? How are we doing? 452. Bloody hell, we're smashing it, guys. Absolutely smashing it. Keep it up, guys. Really do appreciate it. All the newcomers as well. Welcome to the crazy gang of Arsenal. The first of 2 watchalongs, by the way, London Derby watchalongs. This is the obviously first the London Derby. Arsenal v Chelsea in the WSL. First game back in the WSL after a month after the winter break. Play control. And yeah, what better way to get back underway of a London Derby? At home. Got a win, but we'll see what happens in the second half. And then got a couple of hours break, and then we got the North London Derby. And after what happened yesterday, huge North London Derby. I've even got a special cup for the occasion later. Cup, Margaret, all the same. Oh dear. Absolutely smash it. Yeah. And the likes, if you haven't already, guys, do smash that like button as well. Absolutely obliterate the like button and do share the content around. It does help. If you want to become a member as well, it's 99p or £2.99. Put them 2 level memberships. All the details are there. Emojis and all that side of things will be created and put onto the actual membership side of things over the week after today's Northern London Derby. That will all be sorted and up and running. So more incentive to be a member so you can interact using emojis, Arsenal related wise, and have a bit of a laugh along the way. Oh dear. Sorry about the bum now, but the Welling United game annoyed me. The goalkeeper couldn't catch a hold. Awful. What happened in that game actually? I was looking out for that result, and never on the Sky, never came up. So that okay. Oh dear. I apologise by the way because I was meant to do the match of the day stream last night as well, but with everyone having most people having a meltdown over Mudryk, my head was. I was just absolutely not in the mood because everyone was just pissing me off, complaining. So I was just like, I know what, I'll watch it. I'll bin it off, but I'm going to watch it anyway, off air. But yeah, we'll do a match of day 2 one. Depending on what happens actually with Arsenal later, we'll do a match of day 2 later this evening to make up for last night. Oh, what's happening now? Shut the bastards. Dominating. Sky saying, even Sky saying we're dominating the WSL game, which is for me not clinical enough. The final third. Yeah, anyone that is going to the North London Derby, do be careful. Don't obviously put your colours on. If you want to wear your Arsenal shirts, not wear them, but put a neutral hoodie or jacket on over it so you don't get spotted by that lot. Because otherwise you'll get lynched. as history dictates. No, well, maybe this actually, when Liam gets back, I'll talk about this actually. There's a photo. Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, I was recognising the name. I was like, okay, maybe Sky was tell us the scores anyway. Right. I'm putting my Facebook as well. Let's get that image ready over on my end, so I need to go to Facebook quickly. Oh, there we go. So what's happened here? Who's in his wife? Good girl. Well, took long enough, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. Yeah, Zinchenko's wife, basically someone in one of the group chats I'm in, was asking, has anyone seen what Zinchenko's wife's put on her Insta bio? I've gone, no, go on, show us. That's it. Behave yourselves. Took a screenshot and she's put, obviously, sports team London is red with a red heart emoji, TV presenter and football journalist. So yeah, she put London is red. Love it. This is really knacking me off now. One thing I hate about bloody fucking Facebook, every now and then they lock you out your fucking ring. Right, here we go. Enter code. Right, new password. Because I can't use my old one. We got James Watts. So logged in. Never told you to log out, but you fucking logged out, you bastards. Right, here we go. Right. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, let's share the screen, why not? Actually, know what? Saves a lot of hassle. I have to download stuff and then delete it and all that crap then. There we go. We'll touch on that when Liam gets back. I don't like the popularity contest. Just win the game today and I'll be up. You know, exactly. Yeah, that's the main. Look, no matter what everyone's mindset is on the transfer side of things with Mudryk and whatever, the main objective today, there's a North London derby away from home against that lot. Arguably bigger than the North London derby from last season. And everyone's losing mind over a transfer that didn't happen. Seriously. Fully focus. My full focus has been, even when the news came out last night with Chelsea and Mudryk and all that, my full focus is on today's game. Obviously, this game and the North London derby later. My focus is on my team doing their best, getting the points on the board, and giving us more of a cushion going forward in this title race. Because, like Liam said, this is arguably the best opportunity we've had to win a league title, closest we've got to winning a league title. Arguably, people have their different opinions on this, but arguably since the 07-08 season. That's how long it's been since you could say, no, what we are actually in the title race, we can actually win this. And with City dropping points left, right, and centre against not just obviously yesterday with Man United. And again, you can see, even though the game was poor, and it was poor, we did cover it on the channel here, it was a poor game. Because even when it went 1-0 up, you could see if United scored, you knew the art what was going to happen. You knew it. There's only going to be one outcome if United got an equaliser, and we saw what happened. But Fulham at home, scraping through against Fulham at home by a dodgy penalty, and a poor penalty at that as well. Because then I decided I can't do Arsenal a favour, I'm going to dive over the ball and let it in. And then literally the next home game, Brentford, the last home game before the World Cup, Brentford at home, struggling to the point to break down a Brentford team at home, and then they counter-attack you in the last 9 seconds and scored a winning goal and beat you 2-1. And then the first home game back after the World Cup, Everton, an Everton team that's struggling in the league, in a relegation scrap. Everything's all turmoil was going off there, as we're seeing now. Struggled against them, went 1-0 up, didn't kill the game off, like they would normally do in years gone by, and dropped points there. Jamal Gray took the piss, literally put his hands on the floor, back up, bounced back up, had a shot, goal. And City showed no signs, even at 1-1, that they're going to come back in that game and go ahead and win. So they are dropping points. Not only dropping points in yesterday's game, a big game yesterday, they're dropping points against the teams they shouldn't be dropping points against. So if Arsenal don't take advantage of that this season and go on to win the league, obviously got to ask questions, but also at the same time, going by how we've reacted from last season, back in like the dismay and the trauma that happened in terms of falling off the cliff where we did, how the collective team has bounced back, and how we're doing this season. If the worst thing was happening this season, and we didn't win the league but we came second, I know now. I have full faith in this team coming back next season, going, dust ourselves down, we go again. This time we're actually going to win the league. We're actually going to go and push for it to push it even more to the point we have to get our hands on the fucking trophy this time. I was saying this to my brother and a few other people the other day, because they did that interview going around. Obviously, he's won 4 Premier League titles at Man City and all that. If he's won the league at Arsenal, he needs some at Arsenal. If he wins the league this season or any time in his contract, winning the league at Arsenal would not mean more to him, but be more valued by him, because if a team's more collective, hasn't been built by a country, basically, in terms of obviously what we have at Man City. So I think that would mean the world to him if he could win the league at a club. Not only does he supported as a kid, but he has a more from the get-go, has an affiliation with by the fans. The fact that literally he comes in his debut against Palace, we've already had a song for him, ready and going. Boom, off you go. He's just taken to it like a Dutch. He's just taken to life at Arsenal in London, like a Dutch water, basically, like seamless, basically. To the point we're now hearing in the last few days, Zinchenko got a bollocking by the FA for, even though he wasn't. I think it was that Arsenal Fulham game. He was injured. He was on the sidelines, but obviously when we were scoring, he was off celebrating was Gabriel's goal and giving the officials an hard time. He got a bollocking for being too passionate, for crying out loud. Imagine that, getting a bollocking from the FA for showing too much passion. Jesus. And now Arsenal are getting fined left, right, and centre for appealing for penalties, even if it's like minuscule. That's a penalty. No, okay, then continue the game. We're getting charged for that now. Oh, dear, couldn't make it up. Oh There's Jordan. Yeah, I'm still gutted that she's obviously we let her go. Because obviously going again, there's Kate McCabe Wild. But no, absolutely. I was so annoyed the other day when that came out that she was leaving the Villa. It really annoyed me. 12 years of service, and we just went, okay, off you go. Halfway through a season, off you go, no worries. It's like, you're taking a mick. Has he been given minutes? But Jonas being Jonas, oh no, it means nothing, off you go. And since then, we've got rumours of obviously Boots have been surplus to requirements, which is annoying me, considering Black's Indians, but still, we won't get into that yet.
What are you doing?
There we go. Girls back up for the second half after the kick-off. Chelsea's delayed in a little huddle for some bizarre reason. We got this. We're going to do this now. We've got to be careful in the second half, though. We have all the dominance we did in the first half, having dominating the first, having better chances, etc., creating more, testing their goalkeeper, etc. We have got to be careful and not overcommit because obviously Chelsea, the quality they have, they can punish a split second if you ain't careful. So we've still got to be mindful of that. We'll keep playing our game and it'll come to us eventually.
Leo.
Bloody hell, Ref, let that go then, yeah? Of course you did, yeah. No stops. There's no stops from either team, by the way. Same 11 from both teams from the first half. Go on. Good ball from Leah. Go on, Hurling. Go on, Hurling. Go and vote there. Unlucky. Oh, here comes the Tom Mason from Chelsea at 0-0. Ref, the ball touched me. Oh, I'm down injured. Barely touches us. She's just in stages. It's not like he's gone down in one fell swoop. It's hit her back, but she's holding her stomach. It hit her back, and she went down in stages, and she's holding her stomach. Wow. Okay.
I'm going to stream from the kitchen, mate. I can see it through the hatch TV.
Oh God. This could go one of two ways.
That's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
I can still see it. All right.
Oh, good.
Do you want a nice cake? Okay.
Hopefully this attack doesn't turn in. Might as well ask you this as well, because obviously it's been a big controversy on Twitter. Arsenal getting fined, charged left, right, and centre for our players out of control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday, both teams surrounding the referee here. Guarantee nothing will be said though. Nothing will be done. Look at it.
No,
Look at this.
No, nothing be done, mate. We've been here before so many times. Do you know what I mean? Don't know what to say about it really. Like both the times they find us, it's because we should have had a penalty, which was a blatant penalty. So
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Oh, the Oxford one in particular, that confused me even more. Not only was it a clear penalty, but we appealed it like any other club would, any other team would. The said, no, it's a corner. We went on. We didn't go in his face and start effing and jeffing and going back. Yeah, being charged with it. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, this is okay apparently. Both sets of players surrounding the referee and the official. Yeah. In regards to the equalising goal, totally okay apparently. But an Arsenal,
they'll come out with the excuse. It was like a derby, and that passion the fight. Even though Zinchenko got a letter to say he was too passionate.
Yeah, as I was saying that before when he was in the kitchen before he came back. That literally, it came out the other day that literally he got a letter from the FA saying you're too passionate when you weren't even playing.
Yeah, it's a joke, mate.
How dare you be passionate about the team you're playing for now?
But we all know, mate, Howard Webb was the biggest Man United fan ever.
There's not going to get started on Howard Webb.
We've gone from
why is he
Riley to Webb?
He's taken over from the other club twat. But why halfway through the season? If he couldn't come in the summer, wait till next summer then.
Yep.
He's come and he's changed certain rules already. It's like, what's the point?
Yeah, you can't trust Howard Webb as much as you couldn't trust Mike Riley. Do you know what I mean? Both cut the same cloth, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Absolute swines is the only word I can use to describe them two.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was a bit worried about today's game because I thought, with obviously the injuries that we've got, I think we've given ourselves a good account so far today.
Yeah, was it Saka? We've been told by Arteta Saka's fine, so there's no issue there. Obviously, Jesus, what was it? He's now putting post that saying 5 weeks. So that 5 weeks away from being back in this team or what? But it's still looking good. No leg brace or nothing as well.
What's 5 weeks from now?
Probably the Manchester game, probably. Let me get my calendar one sec. What's the date today? 15th, yeah?
Mm. Yeah, that will be roughly 5 weeks, won't it? 4.5 weeks. Mm.
Yeah, actually it would be, yeah. So even Man City or the game afterwards, he'd be back for.
Be nice if you could even get on the bench, Man City, wouldn't it?
The thing is, though, Arteta's trying to play it down and say we don't know when he's going to be back still.
Yeah, he'll back down, mate. He won't talk.
Give us something, for God's sake, to look forward to.
He won't talk, mate. He'll just, he'll just keep it quiet, and then people will just see him return.
Yeah. I think the fact he's out of his leg brace so soon as well, I take that as a positive.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And he'll be doing everything he can to get back as quick as possible anyway.
Yeah. Imagine Eddie and Zinchenko scored today. Zinchenko for the Ukrainian side of things after what happened yesterday. But it was Eddie as well. Bloody hell. Eddie will be a god for life then.
I love it if Eddie got the winner today. I think it would be a massive boost for him.
Oh, just a tad, yeah. It doesn't matter.
Do you know what I mean?
It's sad though that we've got here from North London Derby going. Every build-up to North London Derby week, okay, let's do Russian roulette. When's Harry Kane getting his penalty?
Well, yesterday, mate, we should have been buzzing. Do you know what I mean? I was buzzing all the way through to heard that news. Like, yesterday was a great day when Man City did win. Yeah. Because if we win today, it gives us nearly 3 games to fuck up in. Do you know what I mean? And even with 3 games to fuck up in, they've got to basically win every game.
Yeah.
And they've got to come to us twice and Tottenham twice.
Yeah. And Tottenham are 2 weeks of each other as well. Back to back. So you know Tottenham, they ain't going to do us any favours, are they?
No, of course not, mate. It's like Chelsea, weren't it?
It seems like the one season we not need them, but it would be ideal for them to go there and get a result against City that affects us. Oh no, we'll turn up and let them have to win basically both games. You guarantee.
Well, Chelsea rolled over, didn't they? Their little bellies rolled over. Oh,
well, Kepa was crap.
Was that a chance then for us?
I don't care what anyone says. Kepa and
we could have scored then, mate. Oh,
we'll see in a second then. But Kepa in that league game at the Bridge, he took. I don't care what anyone says. He took backhanders. The way he left that ball to Wilfred to Mahrez.
Yeah, because they got this strange obsession with us, mate. It's weird. It's a proper weird obsession.
Everyone does.
What?
Everyone does by the looks of it. Richard Keane.
Right, have you heard? I was reading yesterday on Twitter. Someone put worst Premier League season ever. What? So it's the worst Premier League season ever because Arsenal 5 points clear at the top.
Yeah, the team that has all the oil money isn't running away the league. That's the worst season
You know what I
in the
mean?
world, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So because Chelsea or Man City in the league is the worst season ever.
How dare they not let the big money, the big oil money run away with it? How dare they want to compete? How dare they want to make Man City work for their title?
Ridiculous, mate.
But when Liverpool do it, it's okay.
Yeah, we know Liverpool love, don't we? To be fair, though, even every Liverpool fan wants us to win the league. At the moment.
Even Man United fans are like, but there's Man United fans out there. The old school the old school ones are like, no, we'd rather Man City win than Arsenal. But it's like the newer generation thinking, no, we'd rather have Arsenal win it than Man City. Sorry.
Yeah, because their egos are still bruised, and we dare to compete with them and rival them and win the title at their place.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I love that. Again, that for me. That even though we won the league at White Hart Lane 2 years later, the fact it was Man United, the fact that in 2002 it wasn't Man United.
Penalty Arsenal.
Yay! I've seen this.
Oh mate, I thought that was outside the box. Personally,
there's no VAR, is there, though, in the women's game? So I don't care.
No.
You've got to score it though. The thing is, you've got to score it. That's the thing. Not celebrating yet. No celebrating. Who's taking it though? That's the thing.
No,
no Beth.
Yeah, mate, that starts outside the box, mate. But she goes down inside the box.
I'm about to see it now. One sec.
Yeah, the barge is outside the box, mate. If you see it, the shoulder barge is outside, but she falls inside.
What time are you on?
55. Yeah.
Oh yeah, about a few seconds. I was about to see it in a few seconds then.
Do you know what, mate? I couldn't care less, mate. It could have easily been given outside the box, but who cares?
I'm assuming Kim Little's taking it then, because
I think Kim Little's taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just seen it now. Yeah. The contact was made outside the box. Yeah, I can tell that. Oh, I don't care.
Go on, Gil. This is a big old.
Come on, Kim. Come on. Come on.
This is a big moment. I think we go 1-up. We deserve this.
Yeah. The performances so far have been. Yeah.
Yeah! Yes.
Don't cry, Bobby. Don't cry.
Sends the keeper the wrong way. You know, Bob.
Please don't cry, Bobby.
Great penalty, mate. Great penalty.
Oh dear. Come on. That's more like it. But we have been better teams, so we do deserve to be 1-0 up as well.
Yeah, we definitely deserve to be 1-up. I mean, that header a minute ago.
Yeah, from Leah Herning as well.
That's a big goal, mate. That is a big, big goal. If we beat these without fucking Viv and Bev,
that would be huge mentally for the team. Huge.
Yeah, mate. For me, that's outside the box, but it's right. To be fair, when she's going down, it's right on the line.
Yeah, I know that saying. Yeah.
Oh, Emma Hayes in the mud. That's something I do love to see. Emma Hayes in the mud, Chelsea in the mud.
Getting what they deserve after yesterday, the bastards. I hate Chelsea in general. So this is sort of payback for what they done yesterday to us. Yeah, initial contact. Yeah, because some replays now. The initial contact is made outside, but she doesn't go down until she's inside.
Even better for Emma Hayes to whinge after.
Oh mate, she will complain like if that's the winning goal now, you know she'll be like, twisted. She was last season we beat them at the start of the first game of the season at the Emirates. First game of the season at the Emirates, we beat with 3-2, and there's talk about one of Beth's goals being offside. That was offside in the build-up. Oh, if that happens, it's a 2-2. That's the VAR. That's seen. It's 2-2. Where there's no VAR. It isn't 2-2. It's 3-2. We won. Get on with it.
Yeah, exactly. Crimea River.
Oh, exactly. Oh, dear. What do you make of the artwork? Actually, the new artwork that's going to be at the Emirates soon. almost.
Yeah, like it. Yeah, it's going to be quality, mate, isn't it? Hopefully. Do they know when it's going to be done by?
Well, there was. I haven't confirmed it since unveiling. They haven't confirmed, but there was rumours before the unveilment of the artwork. They're aiming for before next Sunday, but obviously I don't think that'd be realistic, would it? Because obviously it's got to put up.
Yeah, it'll be
Probably soon. Probably. I say definitely by the time Manchester Derby comes, Man City comes along. Sorry, I say it'll be up by then.
Imagine if Arsenal, I was thinking about this sort of break here. Imagine if Arsenal all along have sucked them in to buy Mudryk just so they can have a free go at Rafinha this time around.
Oh, mate.
Imagine that was the plan all along.
You know what? If that's the case, I'll run with it. Just go with it, yeah.
You don't know, though, do you? You don't know.
You don't know exactly. You know, that'd be genius of Eddie on the game. Absolute genius.
Stuck them all in. Use Mudryk.
Yeah, stop poaching our players that we actually want. Here's a player we pretend we want.
There you go. They've jumped in now, and now we go in for a free run. We tell Ornstein we want Felix and Mudryk. They go and get him, and then we'll go and get the player we actually really want.
Oh dear.
Wouldn't rule it out, mate.
No, not at all. Oh dear. That was quick though. I was saying, obviously, seeing you got the new hoodie as well, the new merch. Arsenal released. That's nice, actually.
Yeah, this one's decent, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to get trousers, but like another 60 quid, mate, for a pair of
trousers. A lot of money. Expensive, not cheap, even on paying free.
Exactly, a lot of money.
Yeah.
You want yogurt?
Oh dear. What time is it?
Just let the Colonel know. I am seasoning a roast dinner later on. Hopefully a celebratory one.
We're halfway. Well, as it stands, halfway towards a celebratory overall London derby.
Oh, what a day it'd be if we win both, eh? What a day if we win both. We haven't spoke about the game, mate, at all.
No, not really, because obviously everyone's been asking about the Mudryk in the chat and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the game itself, when Gary popped in and asked about it, it's like we dominated. We weren't clinical enough in the first half. We dominated, we just weren't clinical. Chelsea haven't been what I was expecting. I was considering we haven't got Beth or Viv, our main starters and all that, and our new signings aren't starting either. They're on the bench. Jordan Knobson's left. Much to all that, I was expecting far more from Chelsea because they ain't got no injury issues themselves, and they've been woeful so far.
Well, I'm hoping old Palace can do something at Chelsea today.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it because it's 20 past 1 now. So have a look at the lineups that game. Come on, Vieira. We want you to do a job now. Do a job now. It's today after what's happened recently. Really put them bastards in the mud, well and truly.
Might be nice, wouldn't it, mate?
Kirby and Perisic are coming on for Fleming and Charles for Chelsea on my end.
Oh, do we have another chance?
Lineups.
Oh, mate, it's all Arsenal here, mate.
Yeah. Even we 2 minutes after that goal, there's another chance we had. The keeper just
It does worry me. The keeper's making a few saves.
Yeah, for Chelsea's team today, Kepa in goal for some bizarre reason. They're going 4 at the back with Trevor Shoboa. One sec. Easy save. Diogo Silva. Whoever that, the new centre back they brought from Monaco. I can't pronounce his name.
Sakira or something.
Benetio Bazzardi or whatever he's pronounced. Lewis Hall at left back as well. Conor Gallagher, Jorginho, and that guy from they got from Villa, the young lad.
I'll rate him, mate.
Yeah. Ziyech and Kai Havertz down the middle and Mason Mount down the left.
What's Palace's team?
Palace is, I'm going to get now, 1 sec. Guaita in goal, Nathaniel Klein, Anderson, Mark Green, pronounce his name, the captain, Tariq Mitchell. In the midfield, you got Marco Elisi and Zaha on the wings, Eze in the middle, just in behind the striker, Decore and Jeffrey Schlupp and Jordan Ayew up front.
Yeah, that's what they kind of play away from him, don't they? They play because he works hard, Jordan Ayew.
Yeah. But in that midfield, we see Eze and Zaha. Bloody hell. They turn up today. Chelsea, with Chelsea's defence as it is, they're in trouble.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? That's what I'm thinking. I think there is an opportunity today for Palace to even get a point because they're all over the place, isn't they? But interesting if Conor Gallagher today because he scored a last-minute winner against Palace, didn't he, at Selhurst?
In the season, yeah. Didn't celebrate, but yeah, that was fluky as hell as well. I remember that now. Oh dear. I think he should have stayed at Palace for another season.
I think the plan was that they wanted him, they waited for him, but then obviously all the injuries that Chelsea got, it can happen.
Yeah.
I think if Palace wins there, they go on level 1 points with Chelsea, don't they?
I'll double check that now, actually. 1 sec, double check.
Mid-table clash, that is.
It literally is. It literally is. Because Chelsea are 10th. I think Palace are 12th. Yeah, 10th versus 12th. Chelsea have 25 points with a goal difference of 0. And Palace have 22 points. So if Palace win today, they'll be level with Chelsea on points. And they'll be literally breathing down Chelsea's next, basically. And Palace have got Man United midweek as well on Wednesday at home. But it's saying something with Chelsea are closer to a relegation scrap than they are to the title. Things you love to see.
Absolutely.
They're 5. I mean, Forest. Everyone says Forest are in a relegation scrap. They've got 20 points. They're 5 points off Chelsea as we speak. You've got to love it.
Oh, mate, that's what I love it. I do.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Imagine they lose today and you've got the whole Stamford Bridge going, we want our Chelsea back. You've got your Chelsea back. Get some fucking free money.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the money still. You're just crap.
Don't worry. You're not going to lose your stands now.
You never know. All this money they're chucking, financial fair play might come into play. UEFA, they might set the stands off. Get the cars back in. Oh dear, those are the days. I've seen these videos after the Fulham game. Like, we want our Chelsea back. It's like, are you actually for real? You've got your Chelsea back. It's just the Chelsea you don't want. The Chelsea you don't want to acknowledge from 20 years ago.
It did make me laugh, mate, when David, I know it all, Ornstein.
Yeah.
Come out with all that Felix and Mudryk because I never see us getting both of them anyway.
No. There's always going to be one or the other.
It just proves what I thought of him all along, mate. I think he talks a lot of shit, and I think he's in there at Chelsea at the moment.
I think obviously with the new regime at Arsenal, obviously he was in the upper circles at Arsenal, but obviously I think he's in because he's so gobby. He gives out all the information so willingly.
Yeah,
I think Arsenal's just thinking, go away.
Yeah, I think he's bad news, mate. Honestly,
Yeah,
really do.
I think they've started shutting him out. Basically, like go sort of shut him out, go away, because a lot of too much information gets leaked out about our transfer business. I wouldn't be surprised if he's one of them. And then he makes out, I've got it from someone else. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, he's probably his little Pfeffer's rubble because he thought he was all in there.
Gary saying, have a good show, fellas. I'll see you in the second half of the North London derby.
Yeah. See you soon, sir.
Yeah, I definitely could. I can't do the North London derby on my own. I can't do it. We're too tense.
It was awful last year, wasn't it? I remember. I was thinking about it. We was all in the gutter at half time.
Yeah, I think it'll be different this year, though.
I hope so. Touch wood.
In the world.
Oh, there's a bit of wood.
I think more so as a team, we've learned from that now. We've took the lessons from what happened in that, not just that game, back in that season, and we're better for it now. Well, obviously we're top of the league and potentially where we are.
Sometimes you need them kind of learnings, mate. You need to add the shit there and just come out the other side.
Yeah, well, look at the Invincible team from 04. Season prior, in 0203, we were walking away with it. We threw it away. But we learned from that. The pain and the anguish that came with that, they took it, they embraced it, and just unleashed it all the following season. Like,
there's still going to be loads of defining moments in this season, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
If we win it or don't win it.
Mate, I was thinking of that. Since last night, I was thinking, imagine Arsenal win the title before the last 6 games of the season, and Chelsea got to give us a God of Honour at the Emirates, and Mudryk has got to stand there giving Arsenal and Zinchenko a God of Honour.
Oh, brilliant, isn't it? Or we went and won it against them. Even better. I think it would definitely go down to the last 2 games, though. Just because the away games we got.
Yeah, more likely will. I'm just saying. I'm just hoping that obviously we get it done and dusted. We do want it, get it done and dusted. Do a Liverpool, get it done and dusted ASAP.
Yeah.
Just get as many God of Honours as you can get.
The problem with Man City is, right? They haven't really got. Everyone keeps going, oh yeah, well they got Jack Grealish to come on. Yeah, fair enough, they have got Jack Grealish to come on. But we've got Emile Smith-Rowe to come on now, which do you know what I mean? I don't think Man City really have the depth that everyone thinks they've got.
No, they had it and they sold it to Chelsea and Arsenal.
If they had the depth, they would have switched it up yesterday.
Yeah, they had the depth and then they sold it off to accommodate getting Haaland in. Unless we saw yesterday, someone mentioned in the chat, one of the new faces came into the chat yesterday and saying, "How can you have the best player in the world and no one was passing to him?" I was like, hang on, yeah, you got a point actually. No one was actually passing to Haaland at all.
Because they've got no pace, mate. They haven't got the pace up there, have they? They haven't got the pace that they used to have. Like they used to have the Jesus, do you know what I mean? They used to have this Raheem Sterling. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Raheem Sterling really beats players because he doesn't, does he? But they used to have that kind of pace around, obviously, that forward line. Where now, you look at it, Foden's he's not that, is he? Grealish, yeah, he wins a lot of free kicks, but he's more of an impact player. Oh, we've hit the bar. To be fair, it was a cross shot.
Oh, of course, okay.
I think she tipped it against the bar.
They aren't what I was expecting from them today, Chelsea won, I mean. Fair play to our lot, though. They've turned up and they've been so far so good.
Been very good, mate. I think we've dominated this game.
Just a tad.
Again,
considering the cost of living crisis and it's New Year as well, great turnout from the fans today as well, and also considering there's a North London derby as well on the same day.
Well, there is that fault in there. Like you can have a lot of knobs up there as well, getting on the trains.
Yeah,
like that can be quite intimidating for some people, I guess. Right, I know people say, "Well, this game's 12 o'clock," but if you're going to North London Derby, so you're starting off early.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they allowed it to happen this game.
No, I was saying earlier, again, before you popped in, I was like, if I'm the broadcasters, because you keep saying you want to raise the profile of the women's game, you have this game yesterday. You should have had this game yesterday then, or have the North London Derby yesterday and this game today. You have them in different days.
Yeah.
So you're giving more opportunity for fans to not just watch the men's game, but they can also go to this game as well. This could have broke the North London Derby record as well, in terms of the WSL wise. That would have been again the same season, but it's still 45,000 tickets were sold for this game.
Yeah, it's pretty good going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I was supposed to be there today, but yeah, unfortunately not. But I'll bet there's quite a few other people that obviously haven't been able to make the game. But you look at North Bank, you look at the clock end, it's pretty much nearly full.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's great attendance, mate, when you look at it.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a nightmare trying to get into the toilet. There is that side of me that I was going to do it, but I was like, do you know what? Should I just come straight home after? Because, firstly, that toilet gets 2 round, don't it?
Yeah, 2 round, very rowdy as well.
Yeah, exactly. And if we lose, it's a long journey home as well.
Yeah.
At least if I'm indoors, I can just shut off, go to bed early. Which will happen if we lose.
Oh, you and me both, my friend. You and me both. Welcome to Katie McCabe. We got McCabe. Katie McCabe.
You just need Jamie Butt. They got a free kick, Chelsea. Put it into the box. Oh, get into the keeper's hands.
Oh, so again, before you pop back in a second, put your thing set up there. As you kicked off in the second half, Via crossed the ball in, hit I think it's Ericsson, hit on the back. So he's gone down in stages at 0-0, by the way, and was holding her stomach. And I'm like, he didn't even touch his stomach.
Great block that. That Lauren James come from us, didn't she? She went to Arsenal's Man United.
Yeah, from our academy, yeah. And because her brother played for Chelsea, they made the media and all that at the time made a big deal. Oh, they've got to be playing. Wouldn't it be great? They played at the same club, and then Chelsea went and bought her.
Yeah, I can imagine they made it a massive thing as well.
Well, Mudryk's barely playing. He's injured a lot nowadays. Well.
Yeah, he's their best player for me at the moment as well.
Yeah, when he's fit, yeah. He's a defender for crying out loud. Does the same up to Chelsea when your defender's the best player you've got and he's injured.
Exactly.
Even Bobby agrees.
No, he totally agrees, don't you, mate? You think little coughs. I'm hoping he's going to be asleep. Well, I say that. He ain't going to sleep fucking often if we score, is he?
No, I was about to say. That's what I'm saying. Bobby prepares us for later. That's all I'm saying. You forget your duty did against Chelsea then in the season. You forget yourself. And like, yeah! Off bollocks, I fuck the baby up.
Always satisfied beating them, mate, innit? That's what Sonny's going to be like, well nervy.
Yeah. If we beat Tottenham later, if we do, you will be worse than what you were against Villa last season.
Especially when you've got 5 minutes of injury, Tom. Ref.
What you doing?
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Leno come out, didn't he?
Yeah, pushed it away, and he was like, "What are you doing?" Yeah.
That was a good day. Mate, they're doing all right, ain't they? I know they lost Stevenage, which was a bit of a shit result, but he started off. They're like the top. Us and them have got the most points in the last 5 games.
Yeah, in the league, yeah.
Fair play to him.
Yeah, fair play. I mean, again, maybe that's his. With all due respect to Unai, maybe that's his level. Obviously, that's that sort of standard of the club.
I will say, it was a hard job to come in after Wenger, weren't it? Whoever came in after Wenger, with what the issues that were in the club at the time.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I think if he had come in after, like, say, Arteta come in, I think that would be much better for him.
Yeah, less pressure on him. Yeah, exactly.
But he didn't help himself by playing Cole Jenkins against Crystal Palace.
Well, not just that. Didn't play Elneny doesn't play Elneny all season, and suddenly throws him into 11 for the last few games of the season because he's like
fucking awful, mate. That was
Europa League or bust, wasn't it? Basically, he put everything. Even though we were doing well in the league,
yeah,
we should have wrapped up in the league. He went, well, I'm the specialist of Europa League, so I'm going to put everything into. Once he knocked out Napoli, that was it. You knew his focus was on Europa League because he came back afterwards. After he knocking them out, we had that little break. Came back from Dubai, and suddenly he's putting it on like players he wouldn't even use early in the season. Suddenly Elneny and all that Jenkins. Suddenly they're starting in the league, and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" We go to Everton. Hadn't won in weeks and months, and Jagielka first game back in a year, he scores a win and we lose. And then Palace at home. Yeah, Lee Hurling's gone off for Katie McCabe as well. Good game from Hurling today, actually. Got to say that. Had a good few chances, and another day she scores.
This is a good test for us today, to be fair.
Yeah.
Especially with injuries.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The fact that we've been, as it stands, we're doing what we're doing without Viv and a couple others. That mentally is going to be huge for these players that are available. So the league will just go skyrocketing.
Who do you think the favourites to win the league?
What, WSL? I did say before the game, if Chelsea were to win this, that would be give them the title because there'll be 6 points clear. But if we see this out, and we win this game. If we do win this game, he could call me biased and what, but I'll give us a slight edge.
Yeah.
Because the momentum from this, as we keep saying, the momentum the team will have achieving this if we do it without Viv, will skyrocket them.
Do you know Chelsea ever play Stamford Bridge or not?
Very rarely. I think they played it once this season against Top. What I think it was?
Oh god, here we go. Oh shit. Oh, well, mate, I'll meet you back round now. I'm gonna take him in.
You know what?
Good boy.
We got McCabe. Just don't think you understand. Come on, not far away now. So close. So close. Well blocked. Well done. Well done, Steph. Well, I want to turn the camera around. Well, I'll get copyright strike by Sky.
Sorry, mate. Let me just spin that there like that.
Yeah, you know what Sky are like.
Yeah.
The fucking government be on my ass. How long's left on your end? I'm on 83.36.
84-30.
You're about a minute ahead of me. Okay. About 50 seconds ahead. As I say, North London Derby. I'm down. North London Derby later on. I'm downstairs. I'm watching that. I'm watching that in sync. I do not care.
Yeah, you go.
I can't have all this out of sync bullshit.
I'll tell you what, we've defended really well today so far. Touch wood.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chelsea's just all over the place today.
It's like they haven't wanted it today, innit?
Yeah. Alice, as I said, if we do, do their job now. Alice, do us a favour. Can we have a Chelsea double DOS today, please?
That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Bastards, get what they deserve then.
Always get it.
Oh, that's interesting. So, I did put a poll in the chat. See how that's doing. That of interest. Another second Chelsea, 16 to 19. Three 316 votes. So 57% said Arsenal voted for Arsenal to win. 43% went for Chelsea so far. Fair enough. Yeah, I know, Ken. But even though it was blurred and all that, everyone knows what Sky are like. Even if you can't actually see the images properly, they're on everyone's arse. So I'm not risking it. I'm really not risking it.
This is what is going on, the boy.
Good. Proper colours. The colour of not just North London, the colour of London in general.
It's red, isn't it, boy?
Even Zinchenko's wife agrees with that one. I don't know if you heard me earlier. Someone mentioned one of the group chats I'm in. Sent a screenshot over Zinchenko's profile on Instagram. She's updated her bio. Has put London in red. You can't tell me that's not a dig at a fucking Mudryk.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Well, he sat there, didn't he?
He's twat.
Side net in Chelsea.
As long as it's side netting, not on the right side anyway. For us. Don't throw it away. Just don't throw it away. We've worked so hard. We've worked so hard for this. We don't deserve to lose it, like drop points in this game.
Nah, definitely not.
Kate McKay's been on 5 minutes. Well, I say 10 minutes realistically. 10 minutes.
The only thing Chelsea
one challenge is gets booked. You couldn't make it up.
The only thing Chelsea have done is from set pieces. Here you go, boy. 1-0.
Oh, God.
1-0. And it's from a set piece as well. Oh.
I said nothing now. White and black or whatever, you don't support Tottenham.
Fucking hell, man. Fucking,
Yeah, there's no chance for this now. It's a stage I think it is basically fucking points wise anyway.
Mate, to be fair, that's a great goal. Good goal.
Sam Kerr.
The cross is brilliant, mate. The header's brilliant as well.
I swear we throw this at Sam Kerr as well. Of course it was.
Oh,
Don't fuck all this
great
game.
header, man.
Down the middle. I mean, what?
Look at her, scumbag. Oh, I do porridge for her as well, mate. Put her on my porridge list.
Well, you've popped in when Chelsea just scored, you bastard. It's your fault, Russ. It's all Russ's fault.
Easy, Colonel. Easy.
Look how fucking. I've got sound on my end, and what's her name? I can't remember her name now. The co-commentator, suddenly she's so excited, like her voice has gone, hey, because she has
mate, look, Buzzy, mate, once that goal went in. For only 3 minutes of injury time.
She has no affiliation to either club, but whenever Chelsea score against us, she's way like she was fucking celebrating. Look at Emma Hayes, like you're celebrating, like you've won the game. It's a draw in his hands.
You got to make them favourites now, ain't you? Again,
if they it'd be the same point, won't it? We've got a 3-point gap still, and we've got a game in hand.
It'd be nice, just.
It would be nice to get the win, though. We deserved it today. We've been a better team. But Emma Hayes and I go, oh, totally deserved 1-1 draw. If anything, we edged it out, really.
To be honest, you mate, the only thing you can do about that goal is stop the cross coming in. Like, the cross is incredible, and the header's brilliant header.
3 minutes of injury time as well. Fantastic.
Yeah, minutes gone already. We're on the attack. Oh, wow. Fucking hell. Glad I didn't go.
Yeah, imagine going there freezing your knackers off and that happened. Jesus Christ. All worse happens.
Oh, shit. What's she done there? That's an awful ball from Kerr. I thought it was a foul. Go on. Oh, that's a shit ball, man. What is that ball all about? That is an awful ball.
Oh,
wait till you see this ball, mate. Wait till you see this ball. And then just before the 92nd minute. Oh, we had a great chance to counter-attack then. Kim Little, man, player of the match, sorry.
Yeah.
I can't believe that, mate. You can't be playing.
With how this game's played out, that's gut wrenching.
Mate, they had nothing to offer, mate, apart from set pieces.
Way too heavy pass. Bloody hell.
Oh, that was a great opportunity, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've seen it now. Why so heavy on the pass? Take a bit of power out there. That's perfect for Katie.
I know, mate. Last one. That's it. Game over.
So as it was before the game kicked off, 3-point gap still, but we've got a game in hand. But still, again, aside from the goal we conceded at the end there, the girls who were on it today, we deserve so much more from this game overall. By far the better team over the entire match. Bit more clinical. Could have been outside, but it is all it is. We move on now, dust ourselves down. But confidence still gives the confidence to the girls, though. They didn't lose. They didn't lose. They didn't get battered by Chelsea. They took with all the injuries we've got, they took Chelsea to task, and we could have won and should have won this game. And the girls should still take confidence from this and kick on and basically keep the pressure up on Chelsea now. That's all we can do. Win our game in hand. We win our game in hand. We're level on points with them anyway. So we've got to keep winning all the other games in between now and then. I think let's look at the next game before we wrap things up. 1 second. Bobby's in the old Arsenal gear already. Good to see. Oh, he's having a look at Arsenal.
Yeah, F Tottenham.
Matches, that's what I want.
No, it was a shame, wasn't it? Like we definitely were a better team. I just think that last 10 minutes, and it's understandable. They kind of set off a little bit, didn't they? And they were giving a few free away.
Yeah. Well, the next few games, league-wise, we've got Brighton on the 22nd. That's a bit of a gap, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's next. Okay, 22nd. So next Sunday, Brighton away. We've got Villa at home on the 26th, on Thursday the 26th, in the WSL Continental title, the League Cup, basically. Got Leeds in the FA Cup at home on Sunday the 29th at the end of the month. West Ham United in the league. Yep, in the league away on Sunday the 5th, and then Man City away on Saturday, February the 11th at 12:30. When do we play City? We won't play City. That must be our game in hand, then, isn't it? Yeah, it must be. So we're playing our game in hand on a weekend. Makes sense. Here's what it is. So yeah, we've got. Let's have a look league-wise again. League. We've got Brighton, West Ham, then City in the league. League-wise, the next 3 league games. If we beat Brighton and West Ham, do our bit, and hopefully Chelsea can drop points somewhere. And then, as long as we beat Man City at their place, which you never know, we can hope. If we can put this performance in against Chelsea, the performance we did today, but get the win against City, that'd be fantastic. Hopefully,
they're here to get in our skin this weekend, Chelsea, didn't they?
No, I don't know what it is. Look, Palace, you've got one. Crystal Palace fans, you've got one job: get behind us, beat these scummy bastards, basically. Pardon my French. Yeah, 25-6 or something. Yeah. So we've got a game in hand with 3 points. We win that game in hand, we could go above them on goal difference if we sort of goal difference out between now and then as well.
She proper bowed Hayes that stay at Sam Kerr, didn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, because Chelsea, as I say, Chelsea were poor today. Absolutely poor. Considering they've got a full strength squad to pick from. The top of the league, high in confidence. I know there's been a winter break, but they're high in confidence, got a full strength. They're going up against a team that's lost 2 of their best players for the rest of the season due to an ACL, both individually. And we've lost Jordan Nobbs as well in terms of she's gone as well. We've lost some key players along the way. We're not exactly full strength ourselves, and we've took them to task.
Yeah,
and absolutely, we dominated them today. I don't care what they say. They've come out of it with a point in the end, but we absolutely dominated them, and we should have won today. And on another day, we win this game.
Yeah, big time.
But it is what it is. And
we had to cut the cross out. That's what we had to do. We had to cut the cross out. We didn't.
Yeah.
And they've shown what their quality in terms of that goal, really, because we didn't. Yeah.
What their strength is, yeah. But look, it is what it is. And look, the main thing is we didn't lose. Because if we'd lost, as I said, today, you might as well give Chelsea the title now.
Yeah.
Because it was too much of a gap. Even though it's 6 points, too much of a gap in WSL to catch up on. But we go again now. We can dust ourselves down. We've got a couple of hours now before the North London derby against Tottenham. So we're going to go away now, have a bit of our Sunday dinners or whatever, come back, and hopefully ask the men's team go that step further and get 3 points against them lot. It'll be huge. It'll be the first, again, 2014, the last time we won away to them lot in the league. Vasicki with a goal, so big, and obviously win today. The men win. Not only is it the first win since Thomas Vasicki's goal in 2014, whatever it was. Also, we put ourselves a nice 8-point cushion, and like Liam said earlier, gives us a 3-game buffer basically to mess about with if worse things happen. But the season, like Bobby says, he's going to be started as well. He's starting for the game. Once again, I want to thank Liam for obviously keeping me sane for this one. Bobby, Liam, Colin, and Gary will be joining us late for the North London derby. So do hop along for that. We'll go live at 4 o'clock, half hour before the game gets underway. Go through the teams, get all psyched up for the game, allow you guys get ready and settled for what is going to be the most tense 90 minutes of football this season so far. So yeah, everyone in the chat as well, the newcomers, big up to yourselves. Hope to see you later on. Stream's all set up. Do go and smash that like button, turn the notifications on so you don't miss it. And until then, we'll see you on the other side. As always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.